What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and to another video on the Golf. So, if you haven't seen the previous video, I announced that the channel is now working with Heritage Parts Centre, which is unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. And yeah, I'm absolutely stoked to be working with them. Real nice guys, and you can just tell from talking to them on the phone, the passion for the cars and for vehicles that's there is just, yeah, just amazing. So it's really nice to work with those guys. So, if you don't know who Heritage are, Heritage Parts Centre are a classic Volkswagen and Porsche parts specialist based in West Sussex. The Heritage team are passionate about what they do, from sourcing the best quality products to the expertise and advice they offer online and on the phone. Heritage Parts Centre is run by enthusiasts for enthusiasts. Visit heritagepartscentre.com, where using the code CHAMBERS at the checkout will get you 10% off your order. So yeah, massive thank you to those guys for working with me on the channel, and for the code to give back to you guys to save you a little bit of money on your projects as well, or even just trying to keep those classic cars on the road. So nip over, have a look, see if you can find anything. So this episode, I've put it off as long as I can. I won't say I'm worried about doing it, but I've never done it before. So it's now time to start working on the car. And yeah, start cutting bits and things. So, first thing I'm going to do, or the plan at the moment, because I don't really know what I'm doing, as I mentioned many times, is I've bought some 25 to 25 steel box section. If you can see in the door there, there's a door bar just there. And I'm going to brace the inside of the car with this steel, sort of weld it into the body, so that when we go cutting, because I'm going to take the floors out, the sills have got to come out, and in my mind at the moment, I'm not, again, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm sure someone will tell me that what I'm going to do is wrong. In my mind, what I'm going to do is brace all the inside of the car so that the door openings and the shell can't flex and move, then cut an amount of the sills away, then take the floor pans out, just because there's bits that are overlapping bits where they're rotten, and I'm thinking if I get back to an open space I can then sort of start working back in from there, because where they butt up to other parts, the part isn't completely right and the edge of it may have gone, so all I was going to do is make the edge of the panel again that's staying in the car to get it to. Is that right? I don't know. Cutting a lot of the car away to try and put it back in might be a silly idea, so please let me know. I won't have really started cutting things about too much by the time this video goes out. I will put that off until next week. I'm doing it today. So yeah, today's episode is going to be me starting to brace the inside of the car, so we can start taking things off. So I'll just show you a bit about what I've got. So I've ordered some 25 by 25 box, 6 metre lengths. I've got 3 6 metre lengths. Stack of panels there, very nice. And I've got my Milwaukee stand out, and we've bodged these little bits on the bottom of the saw to hold it onto the rail, so that we've got these extensions to hold it all in place and make it easy to cut instead of working on the floor. Car at the minute is up on axle stands, because I was going to start on the front panel, but I've decided against that. And then what we've done, I have started getting bits of underseal off in here. And then what I've done is I've just roughly cut a piece of bar. So you can see this bar is in here. I've got this one in this door shut, just sort of thrown in. These are going to be about 6 inches up off the sill, either side. And I'm going to cross, sort of triangular brace those. I'm then going to put a brace along the back as well, I think, to then make sure that the posts, it all sort of stays where it's supposed to and it doesn't collapse on itself. In my mind, that's the right thing to do. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not overly sure how much sort of talking and explaining will be going on in this, because I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't want to go giving advice to people. I've watched a few videos, so I suppose if I've watched a few YouTube videos, I'm an expert. So these will probably be added to the shop at some point. A DAC Industries welding jacket. I bought these and I'm going to wear it most of the time, because literally just cutting those patches off the floor has put holes all down the arm of my hoodie. So this is supposed to be flame retardant, so in theory this will not get holes in it, I think. But yeah, they look pretty cool as well, and it'll keep me warm because it's freezing. So chuck this on, put some goggles and things on because cutting that steel loud on that saw, and we'll make a start. Let's roll. Right, there's my first ever welding of anything ever on a car. So I've got these 2 bars in, welded. I ain't showing you them too closely because yeah, the welds aren't the best, but they're in the solid. I've just been pulling on them, so they're sound. So now what I'm going to do is cut a cross brace and a cross brace on there, and then we'll get all the angles sorted and we'll weld them to the bars, and hopefully start adding some strength to it. Right, so I've cut this corner brace, this diagonal brace. This can go on there to the corner, into the corner, like that. And then we'll put a pen mark there. Pen mark there, and then we'll put them angles on the saw. Cut. So that's that bar cut, and it's got angles on it, so that will go sort of there and there across those points, to grind a little bit more of this back, and then we'll clamp it in place using these. So these are different sort of, basically a mould grips with different ends on, to clamp bits of metal together for when you weld. Brilliant. Thank you very much to Sealey for sending me those. I'll put a link in the description to these in case you want any. Let's weld that in, and we can make the other cross brace out of 2 separate pieces, and hopefully we're well on the way. So there we are, they're in. We've had some pigeons flying around the workshop doing the welding apparently. Yeah, not my finest ever welds, but these are coming out. I am still learning, so hopefully this is a nice little sort of get my head back into it and work out what I'm doing really. So next thing to cut is this other cross rail, and we'll get that in as well. So let's cut that now. Right, so now we've got to do all of the cuts on this. Cut that bad boy. Right then guys, that's those cross bracings in. I've ground a bit of the welds off because, yeah, the pigeon had been flying around again. But yeah, they're in. I've just been sat on the middle cross brace and bounced up and down and it didn't move, so they're in, I think. That didn't take me as long as I thought it was gonna. Right then guys, I think we'll leave this video just there. Hopefully what I've done inside is right and will help stop any twist or movement of the body when we go cutting the floors and sills and things away. I don't know what I'm doing really, so if it isn't correct, please do let me know. If there's another way of doing it that's better, or adding any more braces anywhere else. This is purely just for doing the floor. When it comes to doing the roof, we'll be putting bracing obviously a lot higher up than it is. I want to say a massive thank you to Heritage Parts Centre as well for working with me on this project. As I've said, do hit up their website, heritagepartscentre.com, and use the code CHAMBERS to get 10% off of your order. If you're new here and you've not seen what we're all about, click a link in the description to episode 1 of the series. And we've also got merchandise available to help support the channel. We've got t-shirts and hoodies, which are most sizes in stock. Do drop me a DM on Instagram or an email just to check sizes before you order, because we are running a little bit low on a few of them. And if there's enough interest, I may order more. I have ordered hats as well, which if you've been on my Instagram, you would have seen. They'll be here soon. They are very, very in limited supply. I've not ordered many, so if you want one of them, do give me a message and I'll add you to my first list of people to message. As ever, let's do the standard YouTuber thing. Please do like, subscribe, click that little bell to get notified of when a video goes live, and share us about. Tell your friends. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers by Christmas, which hopefully is achievable. It'd be very nice to get to there. So yeah, thank you all ever so much for watching. All the support and messages I get and comments are absolutely unbelievable. Without you guys, we really would be nothing. So thank you all so much. Until next time guys, enjoy.